Yesterday, I did a post about the ending of the movie Love Actually. And to be clear, I wasn't throwing shade. I enjoyed the movie. I just thought there was probably a scene that was omitted for time purposes. And then both these guys thought, well, maybe it was intended that way as a surprise. So the scene was basically Bill Nighy's character gets a call from Elton John, and the very next scene, he's not at Elton John's house. He's showing up to his friend's house and saying, "Hey, you're my best friend." Okay, and these guys are suggesting it was intended that way as a surprise. Now, it's my contention that if it was intended to be a surprise, it would have been written very differently. All right, because the way it was written now, I was just confused. I was like, did I miss something? What happened? I thought he was going to be at Elton John's house. And confusing your audience and then explaining what's going on, that's not what a surprise is, okay? That's just confusing your reader or your audience. A surprise in real life and in literature requires two things: a subversion of expectation, and it builds to a pop, one moment. Okay, so let's say you're throwing a surprise party for me, and I walk up the steps to my house, the lights are out, the house is quiet, I open the door, I'm expecting the house to be empty, like a normal night at home, but instead the lights come on and everyone yells, "Surprise!" My expectations have been subverted, and it builds to one moment, a big reveal, okay? It's not like if I came home and I see the lights on in my house, and I see people dancing in the window, I'm like, that would be weird, I'd be confused, what's going on in there? And then I open the door, and then people yell, "Surprise!" All right, I was confused, and now you're just explaining what's going on. The surprise is over. I can't just also walk into the house and then someone yells "surprise," and then I walk into the kitchen 5 minutes later, then someone else yells "surprise." No, the surprise is already over. It happens at one moment. You build to one moment. And so if that scene was intended to be a surprise, perhaps it would have gone like this. We are on Bill Nighy. He's talking to someone. He's saying, "Boy, this is the culmination of my dreams. I'm so happy. There's no place I'd rather be." Pull out to reveal he's not talking to Elton John, but instead talking to his best friend. That's how you pop a surprise. Instead, it's just I can't emphasize this enough, because I see this a lot with young writers or new writers. They think that confusing the reader and then explaining what happened a little later, that's a surprise. No, that's not a surprise. That's just confusing the reader. Your job as a writer is to guide your reader or your audience down a path. You want to lead them. Then if you want to do the old switcheroo, that's fine. You're showing them this, and then, no, it's actually that. But confusing the reader is not good writing. And I contend that if you're not getting the results that you want from your readers, if you're not getting the same kind of, if people aren't receiving it the way you want, it's because of the way you're writing it. It's not your reader's fault. It's just you don't understand exactly how to write yet. If you want a little more help, I have a free lesson. You can go get it here. But that's how you write a surprise. Thank you. For more, keep following here at Michael Jamin Writer.